Hi, AT from CNC at Home. I like the LightBurn logo and I'm looking to make a coaster out of it. I'm going to try a couple different approaches, one where I paint the tile red then black on top, and the other where I paint red and then some black. Let's take a look. I'm going to prep some tiles here to do the LightBurn logo. It's going to be kind of a trick, so we're going to see how this turns out. I'm going to use red and black on a white tile, so I'm going to use two different colors. I'm first going to lay down some red on there, and then I'll come back and coat the top of it with black. And hopefully I can then burn in the LightBurn logo and it's going to look really cool. Fingers crossed on that one. I'm pulling one of the tiles away as I'm going to try something different with that one. These two tiles I will cover completely with black. That tile that I pulled away, I will try to do a gradient pattern of some black on it and see if I'm able to make a good coaster out of that. Within LightBurn, by pressing the Shift key and the frame option, I get this nice laser-drawn rectangle around my burning area. I typically do that before any burn. This particular burn, I'm going to do just the dragon. This particular tile was painted red with some black gradient. Hopefully I can get through all of that and it'll be a really cool tile. It looks like I didn't get through that red far enough. I should have gone and done a second pass, but I thought it might clean up when I washed it. Turns out it didn't. On this next trial, the tile is painted red and then with black on top of it. I'm going to do the full image and try to burn away some of this so the red comes through, and where the dragon is, burn through and get all the way down to the white tile. Again, I didn't spend enough time burning through this or make a second pass as I should have, so I got through the black, but not through the red, down to the white. So this particular one turned out basically as a black and red tile. Fortunately, I have two of these. Let's try that one again. I even did a second pass over the dragon, and that wasn't enough to get down to the white tile. With this last tile, I ended up making 4 full passes on this. Well, 4 partial maybe. I did the first pass as a full, trying to get the background to get down through to the red and also the dragon. I knew that I wasn't getting far enough through for the dragon, so I made a second pass of just doing the dragon. That wasn't enough, so I did a third pass that was the full tile again, trying to get through that black down to the red and get that dragon to be nice and white. I ended up doing a fourth pass then of now just the dragon to get through down to the white, and as we'll see, that turned out pretty well. On this third pass, where it's trying to get down through to the red again, it actually did start getting through the red, and I think it turned out pretty nicely. This final pass on the dragon got rid of the last remaining bits of red so that we had just white. This is the tile that I first painted red and then came back and just painted black, kind of heavy up in this corner and then a little bit lighter here. in order to somewhat replicate the LightBurn's logo. I ended up not burning enough power or slow enough in this white area, so it didn't really get through as well as I wanted to. If it had done that, if I'd spent, just done another pass, maybe that would have turned out better. Let's take a look at one of the, just the black and red tiles. A similar issue on this one. I didn't spend enough time in this area getting all the way through, so I needed to change my parameters there. Also, the black is just completely black everywhere, so there wasn't enough time getting through this area to kind of show some of the red coming through. I did 2 tiles like this, so let's take a look at the other one. This one is the one I made several passes on, and this area turned out really nicely. It's nice and white, and I started to get through the black, so you can see some of the red here and some of the red here, which is kind of how their logo looks. Maybe a little bit more would have been nice here. I like how this one turned out. To finish this one off as a coaster, I'm going to put a clear polyurethane coat on it, and that'll help protect that paint from getting scratched. Here's the tile after putting the clear polyurethane coat on it. I put a nice heavy coat on this, and it should hold up fairly well. It turned out nice and smooth, and I like the way the colors turned out. If you like this video, please click like or give it the thumbs up. And if you like the content of the channel, please think about subscribing. It really helps us out. Have fun doing your CNC at home projects.
Oops.